going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, I know there were a lot of people who thought that Hawkeye Season 1 was meant to introduce Kate Bishop as the new Hawkeye in the MCU, essentially replacing Clint Barton and Hawkeye, the character. It also sort of made it seem like maybe he was retiring, but that's sort of been the trope with him the entire time. He's never truly retired, and with Avengers Secret Wars on the horizon and reports that all the other OG Avengers are coming back either in an evil Avenger variant capacity or otherwise, we're pretty sure Hawkeye's going to be back in the future of the MCU. But going past that, it seems confirmed as well, where we are now hearing about awesome rumors for Hawkeye Season 2, including one major A-list actor that may end up playing his brother. This according to the latest scoop for Hawkeye. We're going to break it all down. Barney Barton coming to the MCU. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do, so if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. There's like 3 over the next 60 days. Again, all you got to do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so the only thing you need to know going into today's scoop is that we had been hearing for a couple of years that Marvel Studios was interested in doing a second season of Hawkeye, and now apparently, according to multiple sources, that second season has been greenlit and in development. Now today we got a huge follow-up scoop from none other than industry insider Daniel RPK. You guys can follow him over at RPK News on Twitter. He indicated this, quote, "Marvel made a straight offer to an A-list actor to play Clint, Hawkeye's brother, for multiple projects. We don't have a name yet. First project is going to be Hawkeye Season 2. Now, it's obviously super interesting that it would be for multiple projects. It doesn't necessarily mean that there would be a third season of Hawkeye. Rather, Barney Barton may associate with his brother loosely in some future series and with the Avengers, as he did in the comics, but it was always sort of a love-hate relationship between the two. Barney Barton, also known as Trickshot, became jealous of his brother at an early age because in the comics, Swordsman chooses Clint to be his new assistant instead of Barney. Now, there are several different storylines where he's been written in and out of the comics, and one, he was left in a healing chamber by Egghead, and it was actually Helmut Zemo, Baron Zemo, who came and found him and got him to turn against his brother. And while the goings-on between the two of them hasn't always been amicable, they've remained on good terms. So it'd be basically one of those things where his brother shows up, is sort of an instigator, but they're also on good terms, and that's just the way that their family relationship goes between the two of them. And quite honestly, Barney was always an obvious option if they were going to continue Clint Barton's storyline, because he's one of the major characters that's a part of Hawkeye's storyline that they haven't involved yet in any way in the MCU. And as we get deeper and deeper into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you're going to find it's some of these storylines that are maybe secondary or tertiary. These are the characters they're going to start to introduce, and of course it will develop Clint Barton's arc, which has been going at this point for quite some time, and it seems as though Jeremy Renner is going to stay on and after the Multiverse Saga, because Hawkeye Season 2, in development at this stage, probably won't shoot until next year, which gives it a post-Avengers Secret Wars release date. But even more interesting than that is the horizon of the MCU, because Barney Barton signals that Marvel Studios may not be done with a Dark Avengers or what we think the Thunderbolts might become in the MCU, and that storyline may continue to play out as we go past the Multiverse Saga, because then we might be able to get into some sort of Dark Reign, and in that case, the Barney Barton character would be a perfect parallel and or counterpoint to Clint Barton, and of course really help the Hawkeye character stay engaged, give him a reason to keep going on in the MCU. Not that he isn't a part of the Avengers family, but they've given him multiple off-ramps at this point with his family, with his wife, reasons to retire. It sort of seemed like he might be doing that again at the end of Hawkeye Season 1, and obviously that's not the case. There's much more Jeremy Renner to come in the MCU, and in some interviews he said he's happy to keep playing the character. So he may be one of those cases, one of the few OG Avengers that does stay on and just retains his Clint Barton Hawkeye role past the Multiverse Saga as we keep going deeper into the Mutant Saga, and this would be one of the key ways to do it. But really, the huge takeaway here is that there's obviously plans for the Barney Barton character in the future. That's why we can talk about what Dark Avengers looks like or what they may want him for past Hawkeye Season 2, because A, they're going for the A-list actor, and B, they're talking about it for multiple projects. Of course, it's hard to get these A-list actors to join Marvel, and we've seen in the past, if you are an A-lister, you're much more inclined to join for just one project, so you're not locking yourself into a multi-project contract. It sounds like there's bigger plans than this, and it'll be interesting to see who this A-list actor is. We might not find out for quite some time though, because as I remarked in a previous video, for a lot of the projects that are sort of in flux right now in those early stages of pre-development, who still have to have scripts written, say, for the second season, unless there is one, and we haven't heard any evidence of that yet. They've got to finish the multiverse story and figure out where everyone is and what that looks like before they can start to write these stories in that context. Unless they've already crafted the ending of the multiverse saga and they know how they want to go forward from there, you can imagine if it was a trick once for them to have to do the world post-snap, they're going to have to do it all over again, this time with the recreation of the multiverse. God knows what that might look like and how you do a grounded show like Hawkeye Season 2 in the wake of whatever Secret Wars is meant to be. I think there are several ways of doing it, but it doesn't mean Marvel Studios has decided on a final way forward, which means none of these projects can really start to take shape or be written until they know what that pretense looks like. That's why I think it may be a while before we hear about A, some of these actors being cast. We might not hear this name for a while, and then B, hearing these projects greenlit and announced, saying maybe not next year, but the year after, 2027, at a San Diego Comic-Con, say, or D23, after Avengers Secret Wars has come out. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. How hype are you for a Hawkeye Season 2? And who do you think should play Jeremy Renner's brother in Barney Barton? I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PS5s at the channel. We're just going to continue to do so until the PS5 Pro or the PS6 comes out. Who knows which first at this point. Either way, if you want to be entered and for any of the future giveaways at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here in this video, live with my voice and a comment shown on screen when there is one. So please guys, be safe and vigilant on YouTube, really any platform. If you should get a comment from someone posing as a content creator, please try to remember that anybody can take a content creator's photo, put it on a new account, claim to be that person, and unfortunately, because I do giveaways at the channel and other channels like mine that do giveaways, these scammers have been targeting those channels, and while they've left us alone for the better part of 2 years, I had a friend who dealt with it most of 2024. It's super simple. If you should get a comment like that, first, never share your information on a third-party app. I only communicate through you guys through my official business email, which goes through my agent Jackie over at my agency Helm, or directly on my Instagram, which is my official account. If it's not one of those, it's not me. If you should get a comment like that anywhere, just report it directly to YouTube. Yes, you can tell the YouTuber that it's happening, but I assure you they already know, and they're doing everything in their power to try to delete it. If you report that comment directly to YouTube, they've gotten really good about banning those accounts, and then not only does it delete the comment for you, it'll delete the comment everywhere they've commented across YouTube. So you're not only helping the content creator out, you're really doing everyone across the platform a service. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And of course, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on all platforms, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.